So let me show you how to make your very own homemade Alfredo so that you do not have to buy those jarred Alfredos that has very little flavor, and you know exactly what's in your Alfredo to serve to your family. So let's start off this Alfredo with 1 stick of butter, and you want real butter. You don't want to use margarine. So we're going to use 1 stick of melted butter. We're going to give that a chance to melt. To the butter, I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. You're going to let that cook for about 1 minute. Okay, to the garlic and butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. And you're just going to stir that in, letting that cook for about 1 minute. Now we're going to start adding our milk. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of milk and 1.5 cups of heavy cream. You just want to get this thickened. Making Alfredo is really just as simple as making gravy. If you can make gravy, you can make Alfredo sauce. So you're just going to bring this up to a simmer and let this thicken, and then we're going to add the cheese once your sauce is thickened. At that point, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I've got this on about medium-high heat. Stirring, you don't want to scorch. Now I have reduced my heat. We're getting a little bubbling there going on. Got some bubble action going on, so we're going to reduce the heat and add the cheese. So I have about a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. And we're just going to push that off into there and stir on low until it has melted. I'm going to add some cracked pepper and salt. So I'm ready now for my salt and pepper. Now, if you want the best flavor, add freshly cracked pepper. And I'm just going to add a pinch there. You can add more or less if you want. I think the freshly cracked gives it such a good flavor. And then a pinch of salt. You want to taste it to make sure that it has enough. And there you have it. You have beautiful homemade Alfredo. So much better than what you get from a jar. The sauce is all ready. We're just going to add it to our pasta, and I'm just putting it over spaghetti today. And you add as little or as much as you want, and then you could add chicken or steak, whatever meat or protein you want. I'm going to sprinkle with just a little bit more cracked pepper. And I love sun-dried tomatoes, so I'm going to add that just to the top. Of my pasta.